Good evening, YouTubers. How are you this fine evening? It's a snowy night in Vermont. We've got about 12, 13 inches of heavy, heavy, wet snow. And I'm getting sick of snow as I get older. Today, I'm Dave. This is Funky Soft Comics and Collectibles. This is my movie and TV talk videos, which I do on Sundays. Today is January 17th, 2021. And the first thing we're going to get into tonight is the discussion of WandaVision, episode 1 and 2. Before we really start getting into, I hear people complaining that they don't like how it's being released weekly. I like that, as it brings me back to the good days of I grew up in the 70s and early 80s. I liked having TV shows come out weekly. You got to think about it. You got to feel the excitement about the next episode that was coming up. And I think with the way when people they have it dropped, here you go, here's all 8 episodes and you can binge it. It just doesn't, it's not the same excitement. But that's what you get when you live in this instant gratification society that we live in right now. So the new WandaVision show premiered on January 15th, last Friday, with episode 1 and 2. And I have to say, as of right now, I'm not impressed. But hopefully that will change, and I think it's going to. Um, as I said, it's only been 2 episodes, so it could get better. The first episode felt like I was watching a Honeymooner and Dick Van Dyke show. The way they were doing the physical comedy and the way they would banter back and forth. They gave you some clues of where they're headed with it. If you're paying attention, there's a lot of little Easter eggs you can see. Different emblems and different colors that show up that even though it's in the black and white, they still show color. The second episode definitely felt like you were in a Bewitched episode, and they made you feel like you were in a Bewitched episode right from the very beginning, but it also felt like you were watching, what's the movie, Stepford Wives. There's a scene there that is, actually there's a couple scenes that's very reminiscent of that. One thing I do not like at all, and this is probably one of my biggest gripes, other than the comedy gets a little too much, but it's the laugh track. Oh, it is so overused, and they're using it when the jokes aren't even close to being funny. It's actually kind of takes me out of the show because, quite frankly, to me, it's kind of annoying. I can already see what they're going to be doing with Wanda Scarlet Witch, as they're showing her. This is my opinion, as they're showing her that she's all messed up, all discombobulated from the death of Vision at the end of Endgame. And if you haven't seen Endgame, why are you watching WandaVision? This is another thing. I think you really need to watch some of the MCU movies to understand some of the stuff you're going to be seeing here. Or if you know some of the comics, you'll know some things that they're going to show you. I mean, you're starting to see some Hydra hints. You are seeing a sword emblem. And for you people out there in YouTube world, comic world, who are not familiar with Sword is kind of a more secretive shield, and they deal with the outer space, not Earth, outer space problems. Sword stands for, bear with me here, Sentient World Observation and Response Department. They first appeared back in 2004 with the Astonishing X-Men. I believe it was number 4 or 5. 4 or 5 on that. Don't hold me to it, but it's one of those two. So is this how they're going to bring in X-Men characters through WandaVision, being that they're referencing all the way back to an Astonishing X-Men run? I hope not. If they're bringing some small characters, that's fine. But your main characters that we want to see for X-Men, hopefully they do that with the big screen and not this TV show. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are very good with each other on screen. You can tell they work very well with each other, and they bring life to the characters. Catherine Hahn is awesome as the nosy neighbor. She's a great comedian, anyways, and she is funny. I will give us some more time. Like I said earlier, I have an idea where they're headed with this whole multiverse thing because they're in it here. They're going to be putting it into Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. But I can see where this is going to be very confusing for a lot of people out there that don't have any idea what the multiverse is. So I'm going to give it a few more episodes, see how I like it, and I'll be doing a review of it every week. Topic number 2, big news. Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America. There's numerous reports coming in from Cinema Blend, Deadline, and various other national media outlets that are saying that Chris Evans and the MCU are working out details on how to bring back Captain America into the MCU. I think that Chris Evans was fantastic as Captain America. Captain America is one of my favorite heroes of all time. I just love the outfit, everything he is. I believe he was the glue that held together the heroes of the Avenger movies through many different crises, differences in opinions, and the whole crisis with Thanos. I believe he was the glue. Now, how are they going to bring back Captain America is up for debate. I don't think it's going to be a solo movie, which a lot of people are agreeing on. I have to agree with that. I don't think it'll be a solo movie. I think it's going to be something like what they did with Iron Man and Captain America, Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming, that type of thing. Maybe where he's a mentor to others. So that's kind of leading me maybe to Black Panther 2 because of everything that happened with Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, dude. He was great as Black Panther. Maybe to help out the new Black Panther, if they're going to do that, who knows? Maybe a Doctor Strange 2 movie. Maybe it's going to be in the whole multiverse where you can go back. They can go back in time, go forward, go back. And again, this is where it's going to get confusing for people in the about the multiverse. I think I might be, yeah, or maybe the Thor: Love and Thunder, which I love Thor movie, but I'm not looking forward to the whole switch. Has nothing to do with the female stuff. The comic book run was not that good in my opinion. I honestly don't know what they're going to do with him. I'm just happy to see him come back as Captain America. He's awesome. Chris Evans was great. And like I said, Captain America is one of my favorite comic book heroes of all time. I don't think he'll be in a Disney Plus TV show. Why would you sign a huge contract? Who knows what he's making? But I imagine he's going to be making a pretty good chunk of change to play Captain America again. So I don't think they'll put him in a TV show. Who knows? If they're going to put him in a TV show, I wouldn't mind seeing him go in with maybe Deadpool. Moon Knight. But speaking of Deadpool, I would think it'd be funny if you saw a Deadpool 3 movie, which I don't think they're going to do it with him, but I would love to see a Captain America show up in Deadpool, or those two mixing together, the completely different little smart-ass Deadpool, the serious, stoic, left or right Captain America. This is the way it is, straight ahead, but we'll see. Number 3 topic tonight is DC. Again, updated their movie theater and HBO Max release schedule. Wow. Warner Brothers, the parent company to DC Universe, has released their updated schedule. And they're kind of as follows. So you got Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out on HBO Max, I think in March or April. They didn't say what, but it's looking more like March and April. I'm kind of excited to see it, see what they're going to do with it. Justice League wasn't all that great, so hopefully maybe the Redux is good. Suicide Squad 2, I have no high hopes for the movie because Suicide, the first one, was horrible. But that's coming out on August 6, 2021. Then they have a spinoff from the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, with that's going to HBO Max, and that looks like it's going to be the fall of 2021. The Batman. I'm looking forward to that. That's going on the movies. It's supposed to be released on March 4th, 2022. So we got a ways to go yet. The first trailer was, I thought, really good. I'm just hearing through your different pages and stuff online, stuff that Pattinson and the whole thing, they're not working well together. Hopefully that doesn't ruin it. I love Batman. I'm not one of those purists that Batman is only going to be just like this guy back in the 60s or this and this. I like all the iterations of Batman and all different takes on stories, and I like different takes on stories. I like different comic runs of different characters, and I mean, I have my favorites, but every iteration of Batman, in my opinion, has been good in one way or the other. Then they got Gotham PD coming out. That looks like it's going to be the winter of this year or early winter of 2022. They didn't give a release date on that, so that shows you how excited they are about it. Aquaman 2 is coming back and coming to the theaters in December 2nd, 2022. I liked the first Aquaman. I thought it was good. I would have liked to seen some different things. I'm glad they brought back the gold and green armor. I thought that was cool. Black Manta, I hope they bring him back in a better role than they had. The big one for me is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. That's coming to the theaters on June 2nd, 2023. And everybody knows, if you watch my videos, my comic videos, or my movie videos, I'm a huge Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, and Shazam fan. I loved the Shazam movie. Thought it was great. I liked how they brought him in. And, they're using the New 52 story, which is okay. I mean, I don't think you're going to find too many people that are interested in the 40s and 50s runs of Captain Marvel or Shazam. But I thought it was awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. Noticeably missing in the release schedule is Black Adam, which is supposed to be starring The Rock. And it was supposed to be released prior to Shazam, but it was nowhere to be seen. I mean, this movie's been having issues getting produced for years. I think we'll go back to 2015 when you started hearing about it. But I'm finding it hard to believe that they would stop it. They've already started doing pre-production. So I'm expecting you're going to see an update from DC here in the next few months, because I'm really looking forward to Black Adam, because what they did let out sounded cool, because they were going to introduce some old school superheroes from the Justice Society of America, which Atom Smasher, Hawkman, one of my favorite characters in DC, one of my favorite characters in comics, period. Cyclone and Dr. Fate. Just those characters alone make me want to see the movie. I'm a huge, like I said, Hawkman fan. So I'm hoping that they bring that in. And I was starting to get excited for Black Adam. Not the biggest fan of The Rock. He's got some good movies, but he's overused way too much in the movies. And I don't know. I mean, he probably do a good role. He surprised me before, but I was looking forward to Black Adam. And hopefully they come out with a date again. So last week I did my top Star Wars iconic moments. This week's list is going to be my recommendation for sci-fi shows to watch while we're in this lockdown, this continued lockdown. They're really, in my opinion, not very much good sci-fi anymore. It's been lacking, in my opinion, for a few years now. So I'm going to start off by saying one of my favorite TV shows ever, and this is in every genre, is the Battlestar Galactica series that went from 2004 to 2009. Fantastic. Watch it. Number 2 would be Firefly. That's 2002 to 2003. Great show. Not on the air long enough. Number 3, Battlestar Galactica, the original from 1978 to 1979. Then you got the original Star Trek. Star Trek The Next Generation. I love that. Actually, I like Next Generation better than Star Trek. But it's, 1A, 1B. So close that they're both awesome. Space 1999 from 1975 to 1977. Great TV series. A lot of people don't remember that. This is aging me. Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers in the 25th century. 1978, 1981. Yeah. I used to sit up and wait for that. I loved that show. Loved it. I love Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon, all that stuff. Um, then the original Lost in Space, and the new Netflix series that they had for the last couple of years, which I don't think they renewed the third season, but those two seasons were pretty good TV. Farscape, 1999 to 2007, great show. Stranger Things, I guess you don't know actually include that in sci-fi, but I do. I love the first season of Stranger Things. The season 2 and season 3 okay, but Stranger Things season 1 is fantastic. And then one of my favorite shows of my late high school years was the original V series, which was awesome. The 2009 version is good, but the 84 version is just, to me, much better. And everybody should watch that. Next would be Outer Limits, which was from 1963 to 1965. X Files, the first few years, and then it started just dragging on. Of course, The Mandalorian. You got to watch The Mandalorian. Star Wars Rebels, that was from 2014 to 2018. Some of the best Star Wars. It kept me afloat while these prequels are out there. We're going to get into the prequels someday, but it's so overused now, I don't even like talking about them. Then Planet of the Apes TV series from 1974. Loved it. Loved the original movies. Corny, but they were great. And then probably one of my last one will be Falling Skies from 2011 to 2015. Great TV. Great TV. Well, that was it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. Also, if you would subscribe, it would help me out tremendously. I'm trying to figure out what people like and what they don't like. So please comment if you like stuff, if you don't like stuff, suggestions on what I should do. This is all brand new to me. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. So, and I'm going with the flow, and I really enjoy comics and collectibles, but I also enjoy movies and TV talk type stuff. Some of my comic collectible stuff I'm going to be getting into is some old vinyl records. I'm a huge vinyl record person, so I'll probably do that on one of my collection shows. But yeah, please let me know if you like the video, what I should do different. Again, on my last video for my comics, I asked people about lighting. I need to do something about lighting. I'm not sure if I should have lights to my side or what. And I got to change up my background too. Usually I have my curtains drawn. For some reason, I think the cat did that. But anyways, you all stay safe, take care, and remember, watch what TV shows you want to watch, enjoy them, and don't let people sway you with their opinion on what's good TV, what's bad TV, what's good movies or bad movies. It's all right here. It's what you like. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Talk to you later.